Welcome back to another video, Bad News Brown. Now I want to speak a little bit about this drill rapping that's been going on and the constant, well, basically another drill rapper then got red rummed, if you don't know. And Ybcdul was his name, out of Philly, young brother out of Philly. He was one of those drill rappers taunting his dead ops or whatever, going to graves. I'm not exactly sure what he was doing, but he was basically trolling the dead. And it's been a pattern that's been going on that y'all already know. And I just want to speak on it a little bit. And I mentioned it before, but this video is going to be another message to the drill rappers out there. Try to just give them another way to look at things. So here's a few reasons why I think, in my opinion, you shouldn't be drill rapping. Okay, now the first reason is, for one, you shouldn't be disrespecting the dead. Now, when you do this, see, you no longer battling against the slain person. You done escalated it. You now dealing with the unseen, certain principles. It's almost a spiritual, good versus evil. It's no longer man against man battle. It's no longer a man against man battle no more. You done up the ante. And with that being said, number two is you up in the ante. That, in my opinion, is overkill. You understand? You don't, for one, a lot of these unalivings is going on with this drill rap. Is a lot of street stuff, a lot of gang stuff. So it's not nothing to whereas, didn't know what, ain't no serial killer, no weird heinous stuff like that in my opinion would warrant or somebody to go to somebody's grave to do that, whether you agree or not. But one might understand depending on, the person. So, but in this case, these rap case, it's overkill. So you doing all that to somebody's grave, taunting, I guess, I don't know who you taunting is here, because the person already dead, which I'm going to speak on a little bit later. But in my opinion, you kind of dishing out more punishment to that slain person that was warranted in that situation. And I think what's going on is nature balances the things out, makes a correction. And unfortunately that be the case in a lot of these drill rappers. The same things happening to them. So y'all got to see that pattern, for one. And another thing, y'all filming it. So see, because all right, I can tell if it was personal, put like that, if it was something personal, you wouldn't be filming it. Like if that person did something so foul, you feel some type of way, you got to go to that grave and do something, that would be something personal. But by you filming it and tying it, that lets me know, that lets the universe know that you ain't even taking that serious. It's foreplay. And the same thing, you get treated accordingly, basically, So again, it's not personal because you filming it, you making light of it. Which brings up to another reason, number three. If this was some real, and I don't want to say it ain't no real gangster stuff because people is losing their lives, so of course it's serious. But the saying, man, real gangsters don't talk. So if this was something that you really had something to do with, why in the hell is you advertising it? You wouldn't know nothing to do. You wouldn't even mention it, let alone go to somebody's grave and talk smack. So that all, you going against the grain in so many ways. So what happens is, unfortunately, the game makes a correction and writes it out like you disrespecting the game. That ain't the way that's supposed to work. Again, you ain't going to no Jeffrey Dahmer, Hannibal Lecter type person and doing all that. And I'm gonna bring up another point in a minute. But again, you just disrespecting the game in so many ways. again, like I said, if you was on some real, if it was some real, and you really had something to do with that, or even if your peoples or your clique, your crew or whatever, why are you even speaking on it? Why are you even why are you even rapping about it? Think about that. So again, there's so many reasons why you shouldn't even be drill rapping. More importantly is you ain't even battling against, again, the ops no more, or the slain person. You battling against God or whatever you believe. Like I said, the unseen. And that's a war you're not gonna win in that way. You gotta know it's kind of cause and effect. Okay, if you step like this gonna happen. You do like this, that's another video. But you get the point. And I think another final important reason, y'all, in my opinion, and again, y'all, this is my opinion. I know I'm rambling on. You know, it's me freestyling as usual. But the last reason I'm gonna say is, for one, life has no partnership with death. So by you going, I don't care what you do to that slain person, that person is dead. They're no longer, and that's what you're not even understanding, death, because you're not hurting that dead person. So basically, all you're doing is taunting not only just his boys, his guys, but they family members. And that brings up another reason, because you're not taunting a dead person, they're already dead. So the people got loved ones. So now you opening up another can of worms. So you just basically asking for it, like in so many ways. And another thing I want to kind of mention, as far as, because like I said, these people got loved ones. Now, if it's a person, that a foul person, that don't have no loved ones, and just because you don't have no loved ones will make you a foul person. But you get what I'm saying. If you just so much of a down and dirty foul person your whole life, to where you really nobody and you die alone, that's why they say never die alone. And something dependent and something like that, well, how should I put it? Let me slow down. But the reason why you probably died alone, because maybe you may have did something so foul to whereas you may got people coming to your grave with unfinished business about you, because you done wronged so many, and they didn't dare just do something to your grave, and there'd be nobody to defend you because you died alone, so to speak. You get where I'm going with that? Even though that's kind of down a rabbit hole, but the point is, if it, I wouldn't even go there when it comes to that. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm human too. I done did a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm capable of doing all that. But I ain't stupid. There's so much wrong with that drill rap. And don't get me wrong, I understand y'all click. You may have did something to y'all, or had something to do with one of your loved ones not being around no more. And okay, and I understand not giving a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them, and whoever feels some type of way. You done did this to me or one of my guys. I understand that mentality, but at the same time, if you truly felt that way, and this is my opinion, hypothetically, wouldn't you want to get them out of there, then get away with it? You understand what I'm saying? Wouldn't, if you don't like them that much, get him out the way, and of course get away with it? But are you doing this for attention? A lot of people just doing this for attention because you want to be seen, you want to be noticed. You think this is a game still. You really think this is television. It's reality. You think this is television, which you don't understand before it's too late. When you dead, and I mentioned this earlier, life got no partnership with death. So no matter who you think you is, you ain't going to be able to reflect and look and see how people going to remember you, or whatever it is that you think. You understand? That ain't how it work. Like, do you remember that time before you was born? No, you don't, because you wasn't thought of. Death is similar to that. Once you out of there, you out of there. And this is why the only people you gonna have is your family, and for them to reflect on you, on your memory. So you think about that, and that's why legacy is so important. For one, and that's what I understand. Y'all don't really know what it means when that camera stop rolling. I'm getting a lot of that when I see a lot of this drill rap. These youngsters, whatever, it's TV. And like I said, I mentioned this before. It's kind of like the Hunger Games. Yo, yo, your death is gonna be televised. It's gonna pop up on that screen like, man, so and so up out of there. So, and think about that. And this is everybody, even how you respond to people playing with the game. But hey, man, this is the type of world we live in. So, but if I was y'all, I would stop doing that. If you really hate somebody like that and it's on some street stuff, do it right. You understand? Don't be tying them and doing all that because you playing with something that you ain't even understanding, that you ain't ready for. And I'm gonna keep it 100. So it's Bad News Brown, man, breaking it down for y'all, man. Peace.